Welcome to this LANTITE test prep lesson covering non-continuous text to help you pass your LANTITE test with confidence. Without further ado, let's begin. Starting with understanding that non-continuous texts are informational texts that do not follow a linear paragraph-based format. Instead, they present information in graphic or diagrammatic forms such as lists, tables, graphs, charts, maps, or forms. On exam day, when you are presented with a non-continuous text passage and you're asked to interpret the information from that passage, chart, or other illustration, you want a strategy to do so correctly. Let's cover this now. We use the following steps, including identify the structure and purpose, focus on headings and labels, look for key data, points and patterns, and lastly, make connections. Now, beginning with step 1. This is where you'll start by understanding what kind of non-continuous text you're dealing with. For example, does it have a table, a graph, a map, or other? Remember, knowing the purpose of your text helps guide your selection for identifying the correct answer on your exam. Second, focus on headings and labels. Pay close attention to headings, labels, and legends. Third, look for key data, points, and patterns. Use the illustrations and text presented on your exam question to identify significant data points such as maximum and minimum values, trends, or outliers. And fourth, make connections. Consider how the information in the non-continuous text relates to the overall context. Ask yourself questions like, how does this data support or contradict other information provided in the text or question? Use these steps to identify the correct response on your exam. Speaking of selecting the right response, before we conclude this lesson on non-continuous text, let's look at an example problem. Using the diagram presented on the screen now, pause the video and identify the correct solution. Then push play to confirm the answer. Pause for a moment. The correct response here is letter A, the output device, since it will directly lose its ability to perform its primary function. Want to make sure you pass your upcoming LANTITE exam? Get access to our study guide, quizzes, and full-length practice tests at lantiteprep.com. Thanks for joining this lesson, and I'll see you in the next one.